see the question and answer of NCERT book in text and chapter and exercises. First of all, we will see the question of page number 32. Page 32. Page 32. And the first question is, in a reaction 5.3 gram of sodium carbonate react with 6 gram of acetic acid. The products were 2.2 gram of carbon dioxide, 0.9 gram of water and 8.2 gram of sodium acetate. So here is given. So that these observations are in agreement with the law of conservation of mass. Sodium carbonate plus acetic acid makes sodium acetate plus carbon dioxide plus water, and the amount of sodium carbonate is given, acetic acid is given, sodium acetate is given, carbon dioxide is given, and water is given, and water 0.9 gram. Once again, we will see 5.3 gram and 6 gram, 8.2 gram, 2.0 gram. Okay. So here we will see this is the reactant, means they take part in chemical reaction, and these are product, means they are produced after the reaction. ये जो रिएक्शन भाग लेता है और ये रिएक्शन के बाद बनता है. These are called products and they are called reactants. So we will see the total mass of reactants. Total mass of reactants. Reactants means which take part in the reaction. This will be 5.3 gram plus 6 gram. So it will become 11.3 gram. Now total masses of products. Total mass of products. So this is your 8.2 gram plus 2.2 gram plus 0.9 gram. So this will become 11.3 gram. So here we see the mass of reactant and the mass of product are same. So this obey the law of conservation of mass. This obey the law of conservation of mass. मतलब मास में कोई परिवर्तन नहीं हुआ, जितना रिएक्शन भाग लिया उतना ही मास बन गया. ये बात अलग है, प्रोडक्ट अलग था, रिएक्टेंट सब अलग अलग थे, लेकिन मास में कोई फर्क नहीं आया. अलग अलग चीजें बनी लेकिन मास में कोई फर्क नहीं आया. इसलिए क्या हो गया, लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास. नाउ सेकंड क्वेश्चन, हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन कंबाइन इन द रेशियो 1:8 बाय मास. तो हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन कंबाइन करता है बाय मास में 1:8 के हिसाब से बनता है. 1 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन 8 ग्राम ऑक्सीजन से कंबाइन करता है. What mass of oxygen gas would be required to react completely with 3 gram of hydrogen gas? Since 1 gram hydrogen combines with oxygen is equal to 8 gram. इसलिए 3 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन will combine with oxygen is equal to 8 into 3 is equal to 24 gram. So this is the answer. 3 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन 24 ग्राम ऑक्सीजन से कंबाइन करेगा. 1 ग्राम 8 ग्राम से, 2 ग्राम 16 ग्राम से, 3 ग्राम 24 ग्राम से, अगर 4 ग्राम होता तो 32 ग्राम से कंबाइन करेगा. ये हो गया. सेकंड, And now third, which postulate of Dalton's atomic theory is the result of the law of conservation of mass. Atoms cannot be created nor destroyed. This is the third one. Atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. This postulate of Dalton is equivalent to the law of conservation of mass. Which postulate of Dalton's atomic theory can explain the law of adaptive proportions? The relative number and kinds of atoms are constant. The relative number and kinds of atoms are constant. The relative number and kind of atoms are constant in a given compound. So this resembles with the law of constant proportion. So this is the answer of the questions on page number 32. Now we will see the answers of the question of page number 39. Write the formula of sodium oxide, aluminum chloride, sodium sulfate, magnesium hydroxide. This we have to write the formula. First is sodium oxide. First है sodium oxide. So it will be Na2O because valence of sodium is 1 and oxygen is 2. So they will cross each other, the valences, and the formula will become Na2O. Second is we have written so many formulas. So the very easy. Aluminum chloride, sodium sulfide, aluminum chloride, aluminum chloride, AlCl3, because the valence of aluminum is 3, because it is Al3 plus Cl 1 minus, so this will become AlCl3. Third is sodium sulfide. The sodium sulfide makes hydroxide. Third is sodium sulfide, and fourth is magnesium hydroxide. So this will become Na2S. And this will MgOH2. So this is the answer for question number 1. Now write down the names of compounds represented by the following formula. Formula is given and we have to write the name of the compound. First is Al2SO4O3. Second, first is Al2SO4O3. This is aluminum, this is sulfate. So it is aluminum sulfate. Second is CaCl2. Yes, CaCl2. CaCl2. This is calcium, this is chloride. Calcium chloride. Third is your K2SO4. Yes, K2SO4. K2SO4. This is potassium, this is sulfate. Potassium sulfate. Now, fourth is your KNO3. KNO3 and fifth is your CaCO4. So this is your potassium, this is your nitrate. Potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate. And this is your calcium, this is carbonate. So this is your calcium carbonate. So this is the answer of question number second. Now what is meant by the term chemical formula? So you have already written about the chemical formula. It is a symbolic representation of its composition. It is a symbolic representation of its constituents. The chemical formula of a compound is a symbolic representation of its constituents. So this is the definition of chemical formula. How many atoms are present in H2S molecule and your fourth is minus ion? So fourth is you have to write the number of atoms. First is H2S. Number of atoms in H2S is equal to 3. 2 and 1, 3. And number of atoms in PO4 3 minus will be 4 of oxygen atom 1 phosphorus atom, it will be 5. So this is the answer of page number. Now we will see the question of page number 40. First question, we have to calculate the molecular masses of H2O2, Cl2, CO2, CH4, C2H6, C2H4, NH3, CH3OH. Molecular mass of H2. Molecular mass of H2. So it will become 2 into 1 equal to 2U. And molecular mass of O2, 2 into 16, 32U. Molecular mass of Cl2, 2 into 35.5, it will be 71U. Molecular mass of CO2. So here 1 atom of carbon, so 1 into 12 plus 2 atom of oxygen, so 2 into 16, it will become 12 plus 32 will be 44U. Now the mass of CH4, molecular mass of CH4. So here we have 1 atom of carbon, so 1 into 12 and 4 atom of hydrogen, so 4 into 1. So it will become 12 plus 4, 16U. Now next is C2H6 ethane. This one methane and the second one is ethane, C2H6. So here we have 2 atom of carbon. So it will become 2 into 12 plus 6 into 1. So 24 plus 6, this will be 30U. Next is your C2H4 ethene. Molecular mass of C2H4. So here is 2 atom of carbon. So this will be 2 into 12 because mass of 1 atom of carbon is 12. And 4 into 1 because the mass of 1 atom of hydrogen is 1. So 4 atom, 4 into 1, 24 plus 4, it will be 28U. Next is your NH3 and CH3OH. Mass of ammonia molecule NH3. So here is 1 atom of nitrogen, 1 into 14 plus 3 into 1. It will become 14 plus 3, 17 U. And the molecular mass of CH3OH. So we can add directly or by counting the atoms of hydrogen, oxygen, carbon. So here is 1 atom of carbon, 4 atom of hydrogen, and 1 atom of oxygen. Otherwise, 1 atom, 3 atom of hydrogen, 1 atom of oxygen, again 1 atom of hydrogen. So आपने सीधा आंसर आपको जो अच्छा लगे. So this will become 1 atom of carbon. So 1 into 12 plus 4 atom of hydrogen. So 4 into 1 plus 1 atom of oxygen. 1 into 16. This will become 12 plus 4 plus 16 equal to 32U. So this is the masses of molecular masses of the compounds. Now calculate the formula unique masses of ZnO, N2O, K2CO3. Formula unique masses of number 1 is your ZnO. And so 1 atom of Zn, so 1 into 65. Here or 65 is given for the atomic mass of Zn, and 1 into oxygen 16. So it will become 65 plus 16. So it will become 81. Second is the formula unit masses of Na2O. Na2O. This is your one. This is 2 atoms of sodium. So 2 into 23. 23 plus 1 into 16. So it will become 46 plus 16, and this will become 62U. Third is K2CO3. K2CO3. Third is K2CO3. So this is 2 into 39 because the atomic mass of resin is 39 plus 1 into 12 carbon and 3 into 16 for oxygen. So it will become 78 plus 12 plus 48. So this will be 138U. 60 plus 78. 138U. So this is all about page number 40. Now we will see the question of page 42. And the first question is related to mole, which I have already given you the concept of mole in detail. So if 1 mole of carbon atom weighs 12 grams, 1 mole of carbon atom weighs 12 grams. 1 mole is how much? 6.022 into 10 power 23 atoms. So you have what is the mass of 1 atom of carbon? First, can be given mass of 1 mole carbon atom. Carbon atom is equal to 12 gram. It is given in the question. 1 mole carbon atom का mass 12 gram दिया हुआ है, and we know the number of 1 mole. So we can write mass of 6.022 into 10 power 23 carbon atom. 1 mole means this much. 1 mole means this number. 1 dozen means 12. 1 century means 100. So 1 mole means this much. 6.022 into 10 power 23 carbon atom is 12 gram. No doubt. In question, it is given the mass of 1 mole carbon atom is 12 gram. So we have written the mass of 1 mole That means the mass of 6.022 into 10 power 23 atoms of carbon is 12 gram, and we have to find the mass of one atom in gram. So mass of this much atom is itna. So mass of one atom is equal to 12 upon 6.022 into 10 power 23 gram. Because 4 पेन का दाम 20 रुपया, तो एक पेन का दाम 20 upon 4 is equal to 5 रुपया. So mass of this carbon atom is equal to 12 gram. So mass of one carbon atom is equal to 12 upon this much. So it will become 1.99. 12 upon 6.22, 1.99 or minus 23 gram. So this is the mass of one carbon atom in gram, which has more number of atoms, 100 grams of sodium or 100 grams of iron. So we should calculate the number of moles, and then we will calculate the number of atoms. If we know the number of moles, then we can easily write the number of atoms. So second, 100 gram sodium and 100 gram iron. Now we have to calculate the number of atoms in 100 gram sodium and number of atoms in 100 gram iron. First of all, we will calculate the number of moles. Number of moles of sodium atom in 100 gram sodium, because it will be mass upon molar mass into mass upon molar mass. So mass, given mass, you can say given mass upon molar mass. This is the number of moles of sodium atom. So given mass is 100 gram and molar mass is 23 gram. Sodium, the atomic mass is 23 gram. So this will become 100 upon 23 mole. And if you write 100 upon 23 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. This is mole, this is atoms. Similarly, number of moles of 100 gram iron Fe is equal to, given mass is 100 gram and mass molecular atomic mass is 56 gram. So this will become 100 upon 56 mole, and this will become 100 upon 56 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. So you may divide and get the number of atoms. But you can see here clearly that here is 100, here is 100, here is 6.022 to the power 23, 6.022 to the power 23, here is 23, here is 56. So यहाँ पे जो हम डिवाइड कर रहे हैं वो नंबर ज़्यादा है, इसीलिए ये वैल्यू क्या होगा, कम होगा, और ये वैल्यू क्या होगा, ज़्यादा होगा. जितना कम से डिवाइड करेंगे वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगा, जितना ज़्यादा से डिवाइड करेंगे उतना वैल्यू कम होगा. जैसे 12 को हम अगर 2 से डिवाइड करते हैं कितना होता है 6, और 12 को अगर हम 6 से डिवाइड करते हैं कितना होता है 2. तो ये 2 है, ये 6 है. तो जितना कम से भाग देंगे उतना वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगा, जितना ज़्यादा से भाग देंगे उतना वैल्यू कम होगा. तो यहाँ पर सब ऊपर में सेम है, नीचे यहाँ 23 है, यहाँ पे 56 है. तो नंबर ऑफ एटम्स किसमें ज़्यादा होगा, इसमें. सो सोडियम एटम्स आर ग्रेटर देन Fe एटम्स इन 100 ग्राम. 100 ग्राम सोडियम में एटम्स की संख्या 100 ग्राम आयरन की तुलना में ज्यादा होगा. तो फिर से एक बार याद दिला दूं मैं कि मोल में कुछ नहीं है. मोल अगर हमको मास दिया हुआ है तो हम मोल निकालेंगे तो उसे नंबर निकालेंगे, क्योंकि मोल कितना होता है हमको पता है. जैसे हम दर्जन निकाल लें तो दर्जन में जैसे 3 दर्जन तो संख्या निकाल सकते हैं 12 × 3। वैसे ही 2 मोल तो 2 × मोल का होता है 2 × 6 × 23। तो हम मोल निकाल लेते हैं, मोल से संख्या निकाल लेते हैं, मोल से मास भी निकाल लेते हैं, क्योंकि 1 मोल मास जो लेंगे उसके एटॉमिक या मॉलिक्यूलर मास को ग्राम में एक्सप्रेस कर देता है, जो कल हमने चार्ट लिख के समझाया था। तो ये था इन टेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। और नेक्स्ट वीडियो में आपको मैं जो एक्सरसाइज के एंड में होता है, चैप्टर एंड का जो एक्सरसाइज है उनका क्वेश्चन आंसर मैं आपको बना करके दूंगा। तो इस प्रकार से आपका 3rd चैप्टर में खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर 1 चैप्टर बचेगा आगे एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में, उसके बाद में